Hello everyone and welcome back to CookieRun Breakout with Aldroy Galcon, and in this episode I'm going to show you my best ever attempt at the Jellywood Movie Set. This was the newest episode of Breakout that replaces the Wonder Crab. And you know what? I'm finally glad they actually changed it after 38 weeks of endlessly running with 20 cookies. Yeah, in my experience, it is quite exhausting to do a Wonder Crab run because it can take me like 2 hours to do so, and even I make a video about it, it still took me even more than just 2 hours. I was planning to make one last video before finally sending it off into the abyss, but sadly that's not to be the case. I accidentally skipped the scheduling, and yeah, it's all mixed up, and this is the replacement, I guess. Even though by the time you watch this video you won't find this map anymore in the roster. It has been replaced by the Black Sugar Pirate Ship, which was a breakout map that I used to cover many years ago. I think that was the second video that I ever did in CookieRun. I think the first one is I did a breakout run on the City of the Millennial Tree. That was also a long time ago. And to this very day, Devsisters never attempted to bring the map back in breakout mode. Not the random breakout challenge mode, that's like entirely different game mode, even though it's basically works exactly the same. But anyway, if you like this kind of content, then be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell so you won't miss out anything that I put on this channel. Everything is free, you don't need to pay, and by subscribing you make this channel grow and flourish even more, which makes me happy so I can create more content for you to watch. Anyway, back to the run, where you might have noticed that... Oh, I missed that one, that's bad. I missed that pelican getting those jellies, which is, yeah, that will not be the best score of me. Oh yes, where was I? Oh yes, the coins one. You might have noticed that this map is coin-based map, which is a really good thing because Devsisters for a very long time didn't brought this kind of map into equation. I mean, the last time this kind of map was playable, it was years ago when I did cover the Black Sugar Pirate Ship, and since then Devsisters changed the format to not include any kind of coin theme map anymore. So that was a bit of a sad, but hey, they finally made an appearance once again after so many years. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about why I'm using Habanero cookie here. Long story short, this cookie is the first alternative choice because the first choice is to use Timekeeper, but I didn't manage to adjust my strategy when Timekeeper got buffed and become the primary choice in the first part of this particular breakout map. We used to do the first part of this breakout map with Crowberry and Lobster, but the problem is, in my experience, for some reason my Crowberry cookie dies way too early before she can pull off her last kill. And Lobster Cookie, well, it's Lobster Cookie. Lobster Cookie is pretty difficult to play. Anyway, now let's move on into the second part of this particular breakout run. I'm using Raspberry Mousse Cookie. This cookie used to be buffed way back when Astronaut Cookie and Xylitol Nova Cookie was introduced into the game. Back when we start this breakout map for the very first 1 or 2 weeks, we used to play it with Pond Dino Cookie, but the problem is Pond Dino Cookie's strategy relies on how good you are playing by using Crowberry Cookie and Lobster Cookie. And if you're using Crowberry Cookie, then you can start further compared to Lobster, but you will get less score compared to if you use Lobster Cookie as the very first cookie that you use. Also, you might have noticed the special Easter references in this particular breakout map because, let's make no mistake, this is a place that is based on an absolute famous place that I should not have mentioned because you probably know about it already. But it is also the very place that Devsisters introduced a brand new kind of jelly that you can collect. It is called the Rainbow Star coins, if I remember it correctly. And we did manage to get them some, but I think the Raspberry Cookie skill managed to block it and we cannot see what it looked like. And we should be able to get it now. There you go. See the difference there? All the coins are suddenly transformed into a star rainbow coin jelly. Yeah, that's the specialty of this map. That's what makes this map unique compared to every other breakout map in the game. So what do I think about this map after playing this map for the last month or so? Well, I'm glad that Devsisters finally puts a brand new, even though quote-unquote brand new kind of breakout map, because this is not the first time they did something in regards to a coin themed breakout map, because that's an idea they have done it since, I don't know, like 2017. But I'm glad that they finally introduced this kind of map back into the game, because I know that there are a lot of new players in this community who are so really lacking in regards of resources, especially coins, because prior to this, there are very few ways in which you can get coins by like spamming it. And the way that you do it is through playing a very specific stage or using very specific combinations. And I'm glad they, through this kind of nostalgic way, to get more coins like reliably. And also I'm pretty sure it really does help with newcomers and with veterans too, because we finally have a hope that some of the maps that Devsisters stored for the last, I don't know, 2-4 years, finally, you know, it's being shown at last. A sign that Devsisters doesn't forget the maps that they used to show, but they don't do it anymore. And speaking of the coin team maps, I know that this map has been replaced with Black Sugar Pirate Ship as of the time I record this video. I have this a little bit of thought that could it be possible that one day Devsisters will put Ghost Pirates Island of Coins? This was a map that was available in the line version, but until to this point, after 7 years of CookieRunOvenBreak, this map hasn't been introduced back into the game. And it's not like we haven't seen any news of it, because if you play the story of Desert Paradise, where Blue Slushy Cookie and Sugar Swan Cookie was introduced into the game, we get a glimpse of it, and oh my god, I was so shocked to see the map that I used to play a lot when I played Line Cookie Run back in my high school days is finally, you know, I can see it for the very first time since forever. And what about the coin-themed version of City of Wizards? That should be also a possibility that one day it will be introduced as well. This, if you don't know, the coin-themed map of City of Wizards was the coin-themed map before it got switched into Truffle Spooky Mansion. That, if the names is not wrong, that's so, as far as I could remember, because I played this game for a while, and that particular map, the Truffle Spooky Mansion, I think that was the 3rd or 4th video that I ever did in regards to this game. Yes, it has been such a while. I've created like hundreds of videos about this game right now. So anyway, back to the map, and in the 3rd part of this particular cookies trial, I'm using Choco Bar Cookie, and for a very good reason, because this particular stage has a lot of blast jellies that we could use to take advantage of, and this is the reason why we have no alternative strategy. Did you see that? That is the reason why we are using Choco Bar Cookie in this particular part of the breakout run. No cookies can do that. No, not even Purple Yam with his boost when he does the skill. Not even he can match that kind of capability. And just by that, my score jumps from 380 million points all the way to 510 million points. That is huge! Oh yeah, last but not least, shout out to Cookie Wars, the game which has died. And finally, Devsisters gives them some recognition, which is this particular stage alone is the reason why this map exists. Oh, I just did a massive mistake there. Technically, you can do better than I am if I didn't mess that up. I'm pretty sure you can get to 830 to 840 million points there by just knocking out all of those zombies and getting the coins in process. And now here we are at the last stage, the closing credits. Will be a good way to end though. The name is called closing credits. Nice. Also, you might have noticed that this particular breakout video is not as long as my typical breakout video, which can take up to 40 minutes or even an hour. And that is because in this particular breakout map, you can only run with 5 cookies. Now that doesn't sound like a lot of cookies to choose from, and you will be right. But it is certainly better compared to the previous breakout, Coin Themed Breakout Map, which you can only choose 4 or even just 3 cookies. I'm pretty sure it was just 3 cookies. But anyway, yeah, this is certainly better because, and also we can choose whatever cookies that we want to run compared to the previous versions of the Coin Themed Breakout Map. I will explain more of that when we got to Black Sugar Pirate Ship, which is going to be a video that I will be covering at some point in the near future. And luckily, there are no more tricks in regards to this particular breakout run. All the hard part is in the raspberry mousse cookie as well as the choco bar cookie. So as the 4th cookie that I use in this particular breakout run, I'm using sugar glass cookie, and for a very good reason. Since her introduction in the 5th anniversary update way back, such a long time ago, isn't it? So anyway, since her introduction in 5th anniversary update, sugar glass cookie was and still is one of the best options to level up. Even if you are a new player, I will recommend this cookie to level up, even though in trophy race she's not very good. But in breakout, she's one of the very best cookie that you can have. And why is that? And that's a very good reason, because her pet ability allows her to resurrect and gave her a lot of hit points. And that hit point is enough for her to do one last skill. Yes, it's that much. I can't stress how good she is. And she's also great if you want to have a cookie that covers a lot of distance. And would you take a look at that? That's the amount of health that she resurrects with. Anyway, that's it for me, at least the narration part of this video. I'll see you at the very last cookie of this particular breakout run. So, the 5th and final cookie that I'm going to use in this particular breakout run is the Sugar Swan cookie. And for a little bit of a disclaimer, my Sugar Swan cookies magic candy is not at the maximum level, even though currently it's at level 4. But even with that, it is still better than the alternative, which is Hydrangea cookie and Sauna egg cookie. I've actually used them both, and I found out that Sugar Swan cookie, even though I haven't upgraded the magic candy into the maximum level, which is the level 5, it still performs better compared to Hydrangea cookie and Sauna egg cookie. And I would have upgraded my Sugar Swan cookie magic candy into level 5 if it wasn't for Salital Nova cookie. Thanks Devsisters. And with that out of the way, the next video that I'm going to cover is exploring the new breakout mode, that the one that you can do it anytime that you like. And with those final words, it's time to end the narration part of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Altroy Galcon signing it off, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care, stay safe, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye everyone. So 4.065 billion points, which is not that far off considering top players managed to get 4.2 billion points.